What's up, boys? Road to Lamborghini episode 15. I'm excited, boys. A lot of progress has been made. So my bad. I know I haven't posted in the last, I think it's been 3 days now. This is actually a quick lesson. Before we even get to video. Consistency is consistent. I know it sounds like complete bollocks and you're like, well, obviously. But consistency is consistent when you win and when you're losing. Right? So when you're winning, consistency is consistent because it's easy to continue winning. But when you're losing or when you miss a day, it's easy to miss a couple days. Then it's easy to miss 3 days. Then it's easy to miss 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 8 days. Turns into a week, turns into 2 weeks. Before you know it, you're 35 years old with kids. And those dreams that you had, you never achieved them. Right? I know that sounds like an overreaction, but that's literally how it works. So I missed 1 day and then it ended up being 2 days. And then the third day, which was yesterday, I was like, oh man, it's 9 p.m. I got some more work to do. I don't know if I can be asked to do it. Right, but I guarantee if I'd done it the day before, I would have forced myself to do it to keep the consistency. So it's easy to fall off. It's also easy to start winning and continue winning. Right, but yeah, so morning routine done. Obviously, that was quite a while ago now. It's 6 p.m. right now, 6:30. Gonna probably play some football with my brother because he's back from Spain after 10 months, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, boys, I've got a couple of things I want to talk about. This video should actually be one of the best videos you've probably ever seen in your life. So we'll get straight into it, right? So I was speaking to a client about how in life, it's never about where you are. It's never about the destination. It's always about the direction. Okay? So right now, let me give you a couple examples to really make this sink in, because once you understand this, you'll never be sad again. By the way, beautiful flex. Boys, the energy I'm feeling right now, man, I'm telling you, energy, frequency, and vibrations. If you want to learn Nikola Tesla, if you want to learn the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibrations. Something different, bro. It's spiritual. You can't explain it even in words, but the energy, the gratitude, the joy I'm feeling inside is amazing right now. Why? Because I've done what I knew I had to do, and because I'm heading in the right direction. That's all it comes down to. So let's actually talk about that. I'll give you a couple examples to ingrain this. Ronaldo, right? We all know Cristiano Ronaldo. If Ronaldo missed a day, so the situation he's in, he's got all the cars basically you could ever buy. He's got a wife. He's got 5 kids, 6 kids, I don't know, 5 kids, right? Or not a wife, he's girlfriend or whatever. He's got, a beautiful family. He's got all the cars, he's got all the money, he's got the lifestyle, he's got the body, he's got the fitness, he's got the career, he's got everything, right? People literally dream of living his life. That's the pinnacle of a man, or what people think is the pinnacle of a man, right? Which I probably agree with pretty much. He's got most things that you need, right? Or most things that people want. Now, if he skipped a day today, and he woke up so usually let's say he wakes up at 7, I don't know, maybe 6, 7, 8. I doubt he wakes up at 8, to be fair. I'm saying that, I'm pretty sure he probably wakes up at around 7 a.m. If he today woke up at 9:30 a.m., he slept in, right? And then he skipped the gym and he started scrolling Instagram Reels, right? And he wasn't productive. And it came to 5 p.m. and he still wasn't productive. And he continued wasting some time, right? And then he went out by the pool and just chilled and did basically nothing, right? Maybe he scrolled some more. And then it came to, let's say, 10, 11 p.m. and he was with his wife and he was just watching Netflix and eating some popcorn. Do you think at the end of that day he feels good? No, he wouldn't. Do you think at the end of the day he feels proud? Do you think at the end of that day he feels good inside? No. Now, he's got everything a man would ever want, but why doesn't he feel good? Because he's not heading in the right direction. He dropped off, right? Yes, sure, yes, everything in the world. He's living in a mansion, whatever. But he didn't do what he knew he had to do on that day. Now, let's take him as an example and think of that and keep that in your brain. And now let's take another guy example. For example, he's working a part-time job at McDonald's. He's broke. He's fat. But today he wakes up at 6 a.m. and he goes for a run. And then he comes back from his McDonald's shift and he goes to the gym. And then he spends an hour researching a business model. And then he takes action on that business model. He makes $0, but he's gained loads of momentum. And that was one of the best days he's had in ages. Who is going to feel better at the end of the day? Ronaldo or this guy? It's going to be this guy. Because it's not about the destination. That guy could be broke. That guy could be 26 years old living with his parents. He could have everything against him, but he still feels happier. Why? Because it's never about the destination. It's never about the goal. It's never about the objective. It's always about the journey. It's always about the direction you're headed in. You'd feel happier as a guy who's fat but goes to the gym and never has went to the gym ever again, but he's fat and he's fat, but he ate clean today and he went to the gym today and he woke up early, compared to the guy who looks like Sebum, but he missed today and he ate a bunch of junk food. Who's going to feel better? The guy who's fat. Why? Because it's never about where you are. It's always about where you're headed. It's never about where you are. It's never about where you've gotten to. Because you can never really have anything. You can never really look for something. Because as soon as you look for it and you get it, then you have it. and then you can't continue looking for it because you've already got it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right, this is road to Lamborghini. Once I get the Lamborghini, I've got the Lamborghini. So how can I say, oh, now I want a Lamborghini? Because I've already got the Lamborghini. So meaning the happiness never comes from having, the happiness always comes from getting. The happiness always comes from going. The happiness never comes, like, imagine a walk, right? Imagine a walk. Yeah, this is a perfect, bro, this wisdom, right? Again, it comes from energy, frequency, and vibrations. The reason why you feel high energy watching this video and you think I'm spitting so much wisdom is because I've got the energy and it's energy transfer, right? And I'm telling you, we can speak about it in a different video more in depth. But let's say you've got a journey, right? You've got a hike, right? You're going to the top mountain, right? Let's say you're going up Mount Everest, right? And you're headed, maybe you're going with your brother or sister or whatever, right? You just headed up, right? With some family, whatever. Imagine you could click your fingers and you start at the start of the trail, right? So you don't need to get there by car, you just start there. You click your fingers, boom, you've teleported there. And then you click your fingers again and now you've teleported to the top of Mount Everest. And then you click your fingers again and now you're at the bottom. Would that really be, so you click your fingers 4 times, you've got to the place, you've started the journey, you've got to the top, you've went from the top back down, and now you're back home. Would you really feel happy? Would that really be considered, oh yeah, that was a great day? No, it wouldn't. It absolutely wouldn't, compared to getting there, maybe being a bit tired because you have to wake up early to get there, whatever. It's 3 hours away by car. Then you get there, then you're hungry, you eat, you have a quick picnic at the bottom. Then you start going up, it's painful, but you keep on going, you keep on going, you keep on going. You set camp. To be honest, don't quote me, I have no idea if Mount Everest you need to even sleep. I don't know if it takes 40 hours to climb, I don't know if it takes 9 hours, I mean, I'm sure it takes longer than that, but you get my point, I don't really know, right? But whatever, you sleep there, let's say, you wake up and you're tired, but you don't get much sleep because you just want to carry on the hike, and then you get to the top and then you're exhausted. Then you go back down, and then you walk all the way down, and then you've, I don't know, missed a couple hours of sleep, and then you get back home at like 2 a.m. On the next day, you're going to feel so satisfied because you're like, wow, all that memory. You know that time when I made that joke while we were eating the food? You know that time I felt like my leg was going to fall off? You know that time when I was really tired at the top? You know that sick view we saw when we were 3/4 up the mountain? You're going to have all these amazing memories to tell. Exact same thing with your business. I heard Tate say this and this really popped off and really like stuck in my mind. The coolest stories you're ever going to have is the story of you becoming a millionaire. If you were born a millionaire, that's pretty boring. The coolest thing is being excited. The coolest thing is that journey. That coolest thing is going from no one to everyone. Going from nobody to, living an amazing life. Going from, a guy who gets bullied at school and is fat to a guy who's shredded and everyone looks up to and he does modeling. Right? All of these things, these are just some examples. So fall in love with the journey, fall in love with the process, wake up every single day and make sure you're headed in the right direction. Because I'm telling you, you could be in the worst situation ever. If you are headed in the right direction, you're going to feel happier than the guy who's technically in the best place ever, but he started to lose some momentum. But he didn't do what he knew he had to do. But he wasn't headed in the right direction, even just today, even just for one day. So always focus on that, right? Second thing, we'll make this quick. I was going to say his name, but I'm not going to just because out of respect. There's a guy who's worth 160 million pounds, or I think it's 150 to 160 million pounds. He's a politician in the UK. You guys would probably know him. He's not extremely famous, but he's pretty damn famous. Anyway, regardless of what your political stance is, whether you agree with him, I mean, obviously you don't know who he is, but whatever, you might know who he is. I'm not going to say his name, but I spoke to him today, right? Because, I know him from a certain place. Well, I know him from church, right? Whatever. And I spoke to him today and I asked for some advice because obviously, I've got an online business. He's incredibly wealthy, whatever. I was like, what's some advice on the business? He gave me some advice and he said, what's some advice on the mindset? So I'm going to share both of those with you, right? Mind you, this is coming from someone worth 160 million pounds. So like incredibly wealthy, right? Top 0.0000001%, whatever. He said, in terms of a business advice, he said publicity. Like get as many eyes on you as possible. Make sure as many people are seeing what you sell, what you offer, right? How you can help them as possible, right? And again, I said, yeah, do you think social media? He was like, yeah, 100%. Social media is the way. Right, that was the first thing. And obviously he gave me more details, but that's just a general overview. Second thing about a mindset, which is 10 times more powerful, because mindset is 95% of the business journey and 95% of life. Right, they say you suffer more in the imagination than you ever do in reality or something like that. Mindset is everything. Mindset side, he said, just persevere, man. Just perseverance. Like he said, he sees so many people who start a business and then a week goes by and it's not going as planned, right? And they think everything's going to go amazing. A week goes by, it's not going amazing. A month goes by, it's not going amazing. 6 months go by, it's not going amazing. You've just got to keep on going. So many people quit, Right, and that's the mindset, man. Like, bro, I've been doing this business thing for like 3 years now. Right now, I'm not saying I've done it consistently and I've taken it seriously. No, 100% not. Right, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I did door-to-door sales. I started when I was about 15 or 14. 14, almost turned 15. So let's just say 15 years old. I'm now almost 18. I'm turning 18 in like 2 weeks or a week and a half. Right. I'm spending next week in Valencia. I've just got back from Lisbon. I'm able to support my mum. I'm able to support my dad. You know, if they don't want to, they don't have to work. My mum loves her job, so she loves it, right? So I'm not going to force her to retire, but I can financially support her, and I do support her when I can. Well, not when I can, I do support her, right? I'm able to travel. I don't have to worry about money. I don't have to work a job. I'm able to go where I want, do what I want. The only thing basically I can't afford right now is like a big house or like a car. That's why we're on the road to Lamborghini, which will happen very, very soon. I truthfully, with the direction and with the momentum I've got, I can get it by 19. Like, I'm not even joking. Right, I turn 18 in just before mid-July, right? So in like a week and a half, 2 weeks, I can get it in the next 12 months. Like, the only reason I wouldn't be able to is if I physically cannot get insured. Not even in terms of money, but they just don't insure me because it'll be my first car or second car, but with basically no experience. Right, so 100% I can. If I even have my driving license by then, which I don't know because the driving tests are super booked, whatever. But yeah, like, I know for a fact I'll be there. But again, like, apart from that, I can basically do what I want. And I'm not saying that to brag at all. I'm saying it to say, like, I'm not even 18 yet. I'm not even technically a full-grown adult. So how am I able to make more of my college teachers? How am I able to leave college and already have extreme direction and be able to travel straight away and do what I want and know that I can do this for the rest of my life? Why? Because I set myself up. Every single day I woke up and I put myself in the right direction. I wasn't making money every single day. There's been many days I don't make money. But I keep on going. I keep on heading in the right direction. I keep on doing what I know I have to do. And if you do that over a consistent period of time, failure is impossible, right? I heard Alex Hormozy say, volume negates luck. When you do something consistently with enough volume over a period of time, over a long period of time, there's no luck involved. Like, you can't fail. Like, bro, imagine you tried as many businesses as it took to become a millionaire. You're going to become a millionaire, right? I literally started at 17 years old. Well, no, sorry, I started at 15 years old, but what I'm saying is I'm 17 right now. Even if I'm not extremely hardworking, as long as I keep on going in the right direction, how am I not going to be a millionaire by 30, right? Now, I know for a fact it's going to happen way quicker. Way, way, way quicker. Obviously, it depends what your definition of a millionaire is, but it's going to happen way, way, way quicker, probably in the next 2 years. Maybe even by the time I got a Lamborghini, I don't know. I'll have to work it out, what the definition is, whatever. But, like, bro, how would you not become a millionaire by 30 years old if you start at 18? If you're now watching this and you're 24, bro, you're going to become a millionaire by 35. It's basically guaranteed as long as you stay in the right direction. So it's all about consistency. Just keep on going, bro. And fix your energy, fix your frequency, fix your vibrations, and I promise you'll become rich. But with that said, that's the end of this video, boys. If you want to work with me one-to-one, click the link in the description for my Instagram. Even if you don't want to work with me, just click the follow button. Head over there because I post way more there and you'll see way more value. But yeah, with that said, that's the end of this that's the end of this Road to Lamborghini episode. And I'll see you boys tomorrow. We're going to stay way more consistent. Let's crush this, man. You guys will see me in a black Lambo Hurricane. I'm telling you for a fact, boys. Peace out. I'll see you guys tomorrow.